This is the answer key for Summer Homework Chapter 3, question number 5. It asks us, or it tells us the element magnesium has 3 stable isotopes with these masses and these abundances, and it wants us to calculate the average atomic mass. Now, you may remember how to do this, you may not. If you need a quick refresher, what we need to do is first turn these percents into abundances. That means I need to turn it into a decimal. Move the decimal back 2 spaces, or you could say we would divide by 100 to turn it into a decimal. Okay? And then we're going to do abundance times mass plus abundance times mass plus abundance times mass. In AP Chemistry, you want to be able to do that kind of quickly with a calculator. Or eventually we want to get to the point where we can do, maybe not this one, but we could do some estimating with easy percentages, just doing the math in our head. So there's a couple ways you can set it up. If you prefer, you can go ahead and just turn this into 0.7899 right here. And then I'd turn this into 0.1000. Don't forget to keep your sig figs. And then 0.1101. Okay, so I could start with that, and then I could multiply by this number with each of them, get an answer for each, and then add them up. That would be one way of doing this, and that would be totally fine. In fact, that's a way to keep track of your sig figs. But if you need to just do this really quickly, I'll show you another way of doing it. So we start out with 23.9850. This is 24.9858. This is 25.9826. We can find the answer of each of those, and then we'll add them together. That's the way that you find the weighted average, or the average atomic mass. We're going to just do 0.7899 times 23.9850, and I get 18.95 if I'm rounding to 4 sig figs, 18.95. Okay, right here I'm going to do 0.1000 times 24.9858. You get 2.49858 and so on. Well, that's going to be 4 sig figs, 2.499. Off camera there. All right, and 0.1101 times 25.9826. You get 2.861. Okay, and then, like I said, we can take that and just add those numbers together. So we do 18.95 plus 2.499 plus 2.861. And I get 24.31. Right, got 24.31. AMU. All right, that's one way of finding it. If you need a quick way to solve this, and sig figs aren't that important, or you can kind of figure out sig figs another way, you can write this all out in the calculator like this. You can put 0.7899 times 23.9850 plus 0.1000 times 24.9858 plus 0.1101 times 25.9826 equals, and you can do that in your calculator all in one step. That's the fastest way to do it. And when you do that, this is the answer you get, 24.305, and so on. It's not always going to be exactly the same answer, but it should be fairly close. So in this case, it turns out even after rounding correctly, you're still going to get the same answer, 24.31 AMU. That's two different ways to show your work and to solve for average atomic mass when you are given the isotopic data. That's the mass of each isotope and their abundance.